So if you clicked on this video, you already want to start a YouTube channel, so I feel like at least we have that part covered. So we're gonna talk about like, why are you not doing it? And this is coming from someone who wanted to start her first YouTube channel. I actually did start it when I was 15, and I got too scared to keep on posting because of like, what are people gonna think of me? What this, what that? If I had done it then, because now I'm 28, I would be rich right now, and I didn't because of fear. But the first thing that I want to tell you is that it is selfish for you to not start your YouTube channel, and let me explain why. I don't know who you are, but you have a voice. You have something important to say to this world, and the world would probably benefit from that, because probably you've like given advice to friends or said things to people that have changed their day, changed their life, changed something about them. Even if it's like a minor thing only that happened to one person, I don't care. You've done something at some point to change people's lives, and you affect other people's lives. If you decide not to start that channel, you are taking your valuable advice, voice, whatever you want to call it, away from people. And that's selfish. Honestly, that's selfish. Hiding your voice is selfish. Hiding your talent is selfish. Whatever it is you want to do with YouTube, because maybe you want to be singing, maybe you want to be giving advice, maybe you want to just be sharing your style, your wardrobe, your tips on whatever it is on life. But whatever it is you're hiding right now and you're just keeping to yourself, it's selfish to keep it to yourself. Imagine that one YouTuber that you love watching, that got you through like your worst moments, because I have some of those, that motivated me to like get and do everything that I've wanted to do. Imagine that they didn't exist. Imagine that they weren't there for you when you needed them. That the video that maybe saved your life or something wasn't there. Wouldn't it be selfish from them that that video wasn't there? If you think about it from your own terms, it would be, right? So why are you hiding your talents? Why are you hiding from the world? Why are you not giving the world a chance to appreciate you and love you? After having said that, okay, the next thing is probably like, oh, but I'm afraid that people in my school, at my job, and this and this and that are gonna see me and they're gonna judge me. And believe me, girl or boy or whoever your non-binary person you are, I've been there. I've been there for like a long time, and especially when I started with Instagram. I started my Instagram account with like a fake name, with like a pseudonym, so that people wouldn't find me. And I remember that for a long time I was so scared of people finding out that I was doing yoga, which is like the most basic thing. But since in Spain yoga is kind of like a spiritual thing, and people usually like box spiritual people into like hippies, this and that, which I am now. Like I've become that person that I used to be afraid of becoming, but it's fine. I love it now, but I feel like for a long time I just like blocked myself out of that because I was afraid of what people would think about me. But if you're afraid of what people think about you, you are letting them decide on how to live your life, and if you should or should not pursue your dreams, and also like based from an opinion of someone who you're probably never gonna see again. Because like, yeah, maybe you have friends in your life and you're like close life, like friends, family, whatever, who are gonna be like, you're crazy, and they're gonna repeat that to you every freaking day. And then there's the haters and like enemies from high school and whatever, because I used to be so afraid that people from high school would see my videos. Now I'm just like, I don't care. And I feel like I stopped caring after I posted my first video, because I posted my first video and I was like, oh, this was not too bad. And even if someone had texted me or wrote me being like, you're a dumbass for doing this, I would have probably not cared, because I already did something that I was really afraid of, which is like putting myself out to the world. So if you have like, even if you have like immediate people next to you, like your family, because even if I like on my Spanish channel, I have like 35,000 followers, which I'm really proud of that. And my parents keep on saying that it's stupid, that I should stop doing dumb shit because I'm 28 years old, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're just gonna keep saying that because they are worried about like my finances and everything. But I know that one day it's gonna all work out so that I can make a lot of money from this and I can live my life doing what I do best, which is creating content, because that's what I love doing. But the best thing you can do is at least find one person around you, because I'm sure you probably have like that one friend who usually supports you in everything you do, and just ask them to be there for you and be like, hey, I want to start this thing, so just like please motivate me to do this. Or even film a video with them, or film a video with someone else, so you don't feel as alone to do that, because I feel like having a community of people is probably amazing. Or if there's someone who's watching this video who wants to start a channel and wants community, drop a comment below, because I feel like we can help each other. I'm gonna be the first one to watch your videos if you want to. Like, I'm gonna be your first subscriber if you want to. Like, I love watching other people start YouTube channels. I have like one of my best friends who started a channel like 2 weeks ago, and I've been telling her for like a year, like, you should start a channel, you should. And it has taken her a whole year, which is, I mean, it's fine. However long it takes. The thing is that you do it. I don't care if it's now, in 3 months, in like 2 years. I don't care. The thing is you have to do it, and you have to do it for you. And a lot of people are probably gonna come asking like, yeah, but if I'm afraid of doing this, how do I get over my fear of posting my first video? You get over the fear of posting your first video by just posting it. That's honestly it. And what you can do, because this is what I did to like kind of like trick myself into starting YouTube, because I honestly tricked myself into starting YouTube. I decided that during quarantine, because that's when I started my YouTube channel, I was gonna film like a vlog, but just for me to edit, to have fun with it, and to see like, I don't know, to like pretend to be a YouTuber and take it as a joke, you know? If that makes sense. So I vlogged for the day, and the fact that I was kind of pretending made me go all Emma Chamberlain, being like, oh, I'm gonna have a smoothie now and do this and do that, and just like be myself, because I was just like having fun with it, you know? And I had so much fun with that video that I sat down, I edited it, and I was like, oh my god, this video looks really cool. And I decided that I would post that video on private on my channel that I had just created. I'm just gonna post this on this channel, but as private, so no one is ever gonna see it, but I had the satisfaction of like doing it, editing it, and knowing that I can go through with it. And the moment I posted it on private and I put the title and everything, I looked at it and I was like, you know what? This video is shit, but I don't care. And I changed it to public, and that's how I tricked myself. Like, I made myself go through the whole process thinking I was never gonna post it, but I ended up posting it. You know what I mean? So you can do that, and I'm not saying that you should post it at the end of the day, but just at least go through the whole process, put it on private, and maybe do that for a few weeks with like more videos. And the moment you see one video that's like, okay, this video might be like amazing to be my first video, just post that shit. Because I know that the other thing that you're probably thinking is like, well, but my videos are not like high quality as other YouTubers or influencers, blah, blah, blah. Kelly Stamps is like Kelly Stamps is probably the reason that I started on YouTube, because she has a video titled exactly the same that I'm gonna title this one. She was the reason that I started. And if you look at her equipment, like she had like a very shitty camera. But you see that she was successful. You know why? Because she had the confidence to go after it, and she also had like good stories, and her content was good. And since her content is good, it's like, who cares about the materials? Like, you're gonna get better. One day you're gonna start getting paid or sponsorships or whatever, and then you're gonna start buying better equipment. When I started with my YouTube channel, I was filming it on like a very shitty camera with no microphone. You can see the sound, it's like horrible, but I was like, I don't care. I love doing this, and when I'm able to buy a microphone, which is what I have now, or the camera that I have now, I'm just gonna buy it. And I was able to do that 3 months into starting YouTube, because I started putting money aside every month so that I could do that at some point. And I started small with like, okay, first I'm gonna buy the microphone because I feel like that part is important, and then I'm gonna buy the camera, and then a ring light, and I feel like that's everything I have. I don't have many more things. But you need to remember that this is something that you're gonna do for yourself. This is something that you're gonna do, and even if you don't wanna make this like your full-time job, maybe you're just doing this because like you have a small business and this is your way of like connecting with your customers, or maybe you're just like feeling alone in the world and you just want to make new friends. Honestly, YouTube is a great way to make friends. Like, I've made some really cool friendships thanks to YouTube, and also thanks to TikTok. The moment I started to become bigger on the platform, I have met people who are like bigger creators. Like, I've become friends with like one of my favorite Law of Attraction YouTubers who is like 200,000 subscribers big. And the fact that this is possible just blows my mind, you know? And it's because I started posting and I started showing myself up on the internet, and she found me and she was like, oh my god, this girl and I probably would get along really well. And I thought the same thing when I watched her videos. And we're friends now. She's a very close friend of mine now. And it's like, that's crazy to me, you know? But all these things only happen if you have the confidence to put yourself out there. And I'm not saying that if you don't have the confidence now, you shouldn't do it. Completely opposite, because a lot of people think that you need to have confidence to start YouTube, and that's not it. You build confidence by being on YouTube consistently. I did not have confidence in front of the camera 2 years ago. I felt like this small little thing of like scared of this thing, when even like I don't see you on the other side of the camera. I know that you're there, but I don't see you. So it's like, it's so easy to do this. It just like takes practice to like get comfortable with the camera and feel like there's someone else watching you from there. But my first videos, I remember feeling so weird, and even my sister saying like, you don't look natural on camera. And I was like, I know I don't look natural because I'm scared, and like I am shitting myself every time I have to film myself. I cringe at myself when I film myself on the street, because when I did that the first times, it was just awful. It was honestly awful. Now it's still not, I've not gotten super confident with it, because I live in a city where it's not too normal that people vlog themselves, but I don't care. I've gotten better. At least I force myself to do it. Like, I might start sweating like crazy, but usually people around me just see me and they probably think like, oh my god, this girl is so confident, and I'm dripping sweat inside, but who cares? Like, they don't know that. But that's the other thing. A lot of people are like, well, but I don't have the confidence to be in front of the camera. How do you build that? You build confidence of being in front of the camera by being in front of the camera. And your first 30 videos are gonna be trash. I'm already telling you that. They're gonna be trash because my first 30 videos were trash. And I watch them now and I'm like, that's cute, you've come a long way. Like, if I look at that, I'm like, who the fuck is this person? Who is this girl? Like, but the fact that those videos existed made me become the person that I am now, because those videos provided the test, because those videos provided the experience and the confidence and everything that came with it, of like being persistent on something that I really wanted to do, which is YouTube. And if you want to start and like your biggest fears, like the fear of like people, like being perceived by people or being seen or this or that, don't stress too much thinking like, oh, but what's my video gonna be about, or what's my channel gonna be about? Don't stress about that now. The important thing is that your dream is to have a YouTube channel, and it doesn't matter if that channel is just for you, for your friends, or for like a small community, or it becomes bigger, who knows. But the important thing is that you do something that you want to do for yourself. And it's also for you to experiment and find your voice, because when I started my YouTube channel or even my TikTok account, I didn't have a voice. I did not know what my voice was, and I did not know what kind of content I wanted to share. I just knew that there was something that I wanted to share, and maybe that's the same thing that's happening to you. It's like you want to start YouTube, but you don't even know why you want to start it. So just follow that instinct and start posting whatever you feel like posting. And your first video might be like the stupidest thing. You are gonna find your voice by trying different things. So start by talking about things that you're passionate about. Like if you're passionate about anime, just talk about like your favorite animes of the year, or a show that you really liked, or like your favorite movies, or something like that. And when you start trying different types of content, because like if you go to my, I don't know, TikTok account, I talk about coffee, like I talk about specialty coffee, that's one thing, then anime, then spirituality, then astrology, then kind of psychology, then I also share life experiences about my relationships, because it's like, I feel like story times are really cool and they're really easy to do. And even on my other YouTube channel, like my first videos are like kind of a mess because I went all over the place. But then I did one on scripting, on law of attraction, and a lot of people liked that. And that video was the first one to go mildly viral. And I was like, okay, people like this kind of content, so I'm going to continue sharing my stories on law of attraction and this and this and that. But I continued to do things that I really wanted to do, because it's like, I'm doing YouTube for people, obviously, because I want to help people and I want to make people feel less alone. But I also want to do it to express myself, so there's going to be other things that I'm going to be sharing that maybe not that many people are interested in, but there's going to be some people who are interested in. So just go with that. Just start trying with different things that you know that you like. But just to recap, like if you clicked on this video, you really want to do it. You really want to become a YouTuber, even if it's just like a part-time thing, even if it's a full-time thing, who knows, who cares? The thing is that you want to do it. So if you want to do it, what are you waiting for? Please just start your channel, post a video, even if it's like 30 seconds long, even if it's like the stupidest thing ever. I don't care. Just sit in front of the camera, talk, say something, talk about something that you like, and let me know when you start it, and post your video down below, please, because I want to come watch it. I'm your first subscriber and commenter and whatever you need, okay? So if you don't have a friend who supports you, I will be that friend. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys next week.